Hello everyone, this is Lupin and I'm back with Hand of Fate 2. Wow, that's interesting. I guess that's the armor the character has on right now. Okay, let's continue the sorta run of the Devil Challenge. Well, I'm not gonna beat it. I'm not trying to beat it. I thought maybe this would be an easy way to find Market Thief. I was wrong, but might as well go as far as I can with this thing. Wrong button. Map. What's map? Square. Right. Oh, wait, I didn't... Did I go here? Did it register? You arrive on the outskirts of the village of Rumstock, where Melclips is being held captive. You leave the troubled village behind, intent on finding some other way to rescue your companion. 16 of 40 fame. So, I guess I did register the requirement. You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and are granted an immediate audience. How goes your quest to save Melclips? Lord Apollyon asks as a cord pops out of my headphones again. You know, having a cord that connects at both ends of the headphones, you know, one into the socket and one into the actual headphones is nice because it helps you untangle the cord if necessary, but it could be annoying sometimes. Still prefer it over built-in, you know, the built-in wire, but just saying. Confess that you cannot convince the village of Rumstock to free him. Those dreadful peasants in the provinces can be savage folk, Apollyon declares, but I have a solution, if you will but play the cards once more. If you win, then I will use my considerable influence to spread word of your great deeds in service to the people. Bards will sing of your praises across the empire. The rabble of nothing more than a hero, a real defender of the people, Apollyon explains dryly. Got distracted. If it helps, I'll even have my personal herald accompany you. Your needs are more particular in this case, so I must insist that you up your ante. If I win, you must stay and entertain my guests with tales of your adventures. What do you say? Does the prospect of another winning hand entice you? Got no other choice. That's the spirit, Apollyon exclaims with a laugh. How did I do that? Another win! Apollyon exclaims. You're adept at both combat and the finer arts. Or maybe you're just using things that help you win. Either or. I shall make plans with my associates tonight to support your cause, Apollyon declares. By the time you reach Rumstock, your name will be legend. Your fame in the region grows. You gain 24 fame! You arrive at the outskirts of the village of Rumstock, where Melclips is being held captive. Approach the village! At your approach, a woman tending her garden spots you. She sends her child to fetch the mare, and minutes later a throng of other villagers approach, led by a balding man. Look! Someone calls out, the hero of the Empire is in our village! Oh, swoon! Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there were also some fangirls in there. And fanboys. You're here for the demon, of course, the mayor says as he approaches. You must have heard that we'd captured it ourselves. I thought you had decided he was a necromancer. Make up your mind. The peasants all cheer. Don't worry, the mayor continues. We intend to burn it during the full moon. You ask the mayor to take you to Malclips, who you find sitting in a small cell bound in silver chains set with glowing runes. I thought those were supposed to be iron. Again, make up your mind. With some effort, you manage to convince the mayor to release him into your custody for proper disposal. Like he's a piece of toxic material. I'm sure you know best when it comes to creatures of the underworld, the mayor says, but we have the fire planned and everybody's coming. Perhaps you could stay just until the full moon? He asks hopefully as you lead Malclips away. You gain 8 fame. Well, we got this fire already. It'd be a shame to waste it. I mean, we're bringing out our best food, man. At the edge of the village, the mayor reluctantly removes Malclips' chains and stands well back as you leave. Thanks, Malclips says. Those country folk weren't kidding around. No, they weren't. He goes on to relate how he was set upon as he entered the village, being accused for some local murders involving magic. I'm sure it seemed that they knew I was coming. And where did they get those anti-magic chains from? Good question. You fill Malclips in on what happened to Ariadne. What about Estrella and Kolbjorn? He asks as you begin your journey back towards the capital. Ooh, that is a good question.
So many enemies await you, and so many would stop you moving forward.
I just want to find the market thief and give it a try. Ransom. The next day, you stop to rest at a small inn. There are a few other patrons as you consume a sparse meal before retiring to your room. Moments later, you hear a noise at the window. It suddenly opens, allowing a hooded stranger to slip inside. Relax your sword arm, mercenaries, the woman exclaims, warding you away with an open hand. I seek only to deliver a message that your colleague, Kolbjorn, has been acquired by the guild. Well, that explains that. You see, she continues, leaning against the windowsill, with recent setbacks to our income potential, we've had to expand our enterprise with kidnapping and so on. And a rival tribe has an impressive bounty on your friend's head. Are we doing well at kidnapping? We haven't really done it very often before, and we'd like your feedback afterwards. Maybe a 5-star review? It's all just business. For only 150 gold, you can buy your friend's life back. Bring the gold to the East Market Square, and someone will contact you. Otherwise, well, I can't say how he'll be treated by those barbarians, the cloaked woman says as she ducks back out of the window, vanishing into the darkness once more.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
And Ariadne is not available. Of course. At least I can wrap this run up. Continue. Barrel of apples. Please let me get this.
Games within games within
Hallelujah! Games. Finally! You leap over the rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. You gain 2 fame. You stupid... You're one of the first cards you get to unlock in this game, and I've never actually gotten through to getting this token. Ugh, I really should have done this earlier. If I was paying better attention, I would have... I'm gonna have to do more grinding after this, and I'm sorry, I know I did a token shard grinding video not too long before this. Well, I suppose that there will be 4 videos. It'll be 4 or 5 videos between token and shard grinding and the next round of grinding that I do, and I like to put a lot of space between those moments. If I was paying better attention before, I would have tried to get this token, because I'm gonna need something from this card. Well, you'll see. I'll explain better when I get the reward for it, but... yeah, I should have done this earlier.
You make a poor apprentice. Cultivate focus.
I'm trying to talk. Shut up. The thief struggles to break free. If you let me keep these here items and let me go, of course, I'll let you in on a secret, the thief bargains. Accept the offer. You gingerly release the thief. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two. And if you prove yourself... He pauses. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, look at how long it took you to get this token. Ha! Meet me at noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza, and we can talk more then. And with that, Merrick disappears back into the crowd.
Well done.
Okay, let's find a way to...
The damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
Shut up. Gray traveler, you sit resting next to a river one afternoon when Theophilus's dark form rises slowly from the water and limps toward you. He appears to be completely dry when he stops before you. Mortals often contemplate their own doomed existence in the light of the setting sun, but yours is more doomed than most. Oh joy. But we should make some progress on your spell. Ask why he's helping you. Ha! The stranger speaks. I have offered to help you with no mention of reward for myself. Of course you are suspicious of my intent. He stares into the distance for a moment before saying, I have my own reasons for seeing a poor, helpless soul escape the clutches of the Lord of Evil. The next step is normally as difficult to achieve as obtaining a devil horn, but luck is with us again. The agent of your downfall has provided us with exactly what we need. He gestures and your skin begins to glow. To possess so many blessings is rare for a mortal. I shall add their power to the mix. Theophilus opens a small vial towards you, and with a sickening tug, you feel some part of you torn away. Yep. Yep. This will do nicely, Theophilus says with satisfaction as he seals the urn. Never lose hope, mortal, he calls as he returns to the river. The Dark One may still lose his prize yet. General store, buy equipment. Is there anything new? Oh, there is, so we can check this out. Okay. What's this? Thanair's Talons. Damage pool. Create a damage area that lasts for 6 seconds when activated. Area causes extra damage to Corrupted. Arc Finisher. Defeat Corrupted with a finisher or destroy their armor to create an arc of energy that damages nearby enemies. Light weapon. And what are these things? Colbjorn's Traps. Bleed Trap. Drop 3 traps that deal 10 damage and bleed when activated. Slow and damage over time. Bomb Artifact. Okay. Well, I can't afford either of those. leave. Return to the mansion. You say that another of your friends is in peril, Lord Apollyon remarks. How fascinating! You relate some detail as to Kolbjorn's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apollyon says, shaking his head. I see you still bear the marks of battle yourself, Apollyon remarks, sending his butler for a healing potion. Thank you. Although I'm just trying to end this thing so I can get the tokens and move on. How goes your quest to save Kolbjorn? Lord Apollyon asks. You say that you don't have the ransom gold. I might say this and see what happens, but I don't want to waste too much time. I'd like to help if I may, Apollyon asks earnestly. Would you mind terribly indulging me in another little game? If you win, then I will give you the required gold to pay the ransom for your friend. No need to repay it, no strings attached. If I win, then... shall we say that you owe me a day's service, Apollyon suggests. I have business interests in the northern hills that require some important deliveries. As you know, the land is still rife with northerner warriors, despite the Emperor's claims. How about it, adventurer? Kolbjorn's life could be saved with the turn of a card. Except... Excellent! Apollyon exclaims. Let's begin. No. Luck is not with you today, it seems. Let's play again. If I win this round, then you must act as my personal bodyguard at the next Winter Solstice Festival. No. You still lack the funds to retrieve your friend? I shall gift you the gold, and perhaps one day you will be able to return the favor. With a gesture from Apollyon, a small humanoid creature brings over a chest of gold. Oh, come on! I hope with that gold you get your friend back in one piece. Do visit again sometime and let me know how it went. Blast it.
Your allies, of course, help in times of trouble, but when the tables are turned...
You find yourself in the eastern district of the capital, approaching the markets. The Thieves' Guild would undoubtedly find you there and demand the ransom gold. Approach the markets. You enter into a wide courtyard filled with stalls and milling citizens. Within moments, you are roughly drawn into a shady corner, protected from prying eyes by a variety of hanging carpets. Hello again, the cloaked woman begins brightly, her two beefy companions silently taking position on either side of you. How did it go? Are we saving any lives today? You hand over a sack of coins, which is promptly seized by one of the large men. Hope that wasn't too much trouble to get your hands on, the woman comments as the coins are counted. Eventually, the man nods to the woman, and the two men leave, taking the gold. No hard feelings, eh? It's just business, the woman smiles, drawing up her cloak. Suddenly, she dashes away, vanishing behind a pile of rolled-up carpets. Sorry. Afraid that you might have just been hoodwinked, you wander back through the crowds in time to see Kolbjorn being thrown from a moving wagon. You paid them, he says, standing and brushing himself off. I owe you my life. Kolbjorn relates his tale of capture and... What was that? Sorry, thought I saw something. And confinement by the guild. Estrella wasn't with me when I was taken. I don't know what fate has befallen her.
One has to wonder why a sudden wave of carelessness has overtaken your allies.
I'd call it bad luck, not carelessness. There's a difference. High treason. A herald enters the marketplace and announces that Captain Estrella Fiore, traitor to the Empire, has been captured. She has been sentenced to death by the Emperor himself, the herald continues. Let her fate be an example to all who would consider defying his will. It won't work, interrupted a commoner. The more executions he hands out, the more the free people will rebel. The Emperor is cracking down on the lawlessness running rampant in this city, the herald responds. And you sound like a rebel yourself. Discreet inquiries lead you to learn that Estrella is being held in a remote Empire stronghold, but nobody claims knowledge of where it is. Yep. How will we ever rescue Estrella if we cannot find her? How will we ever rescue Estrella if we cannot even find her? Ariadne asks in anguish. That's one way to go about it. Merchant's favor. You find the weapons merchant's carriage parked behind a seedy tavern. Sorry I had to dash last time. Esmeralda says as she welcomes you in. I think this is new. Her lavender eyes fix on Ariadne's tool belt. This text actually changes with the companion. That's neat. You know, I've come by a surplus of wares from the Battle of Crimson Bay. You are welcome to take something on the house. If I could use your services to mend this blasted thing. Esmeralda gestures to a metal contraption that looks suspiciously like a torture device.
A mighty hero lost to the ages left these. May you wield them as well.
Ariadne prods cautiously at the merchant's contraption. It snaps shut, almost taking her finger. This should be fun! I've never seen one of these before! You agree to meet with your companion after she completes her work for Esmeralda. You lose Ariadne for 3 turns. General
Starvation
store.
has been the end of many adventurers.
Anything new? No. Leave. Why bother? Oh no. One day you come across a man wrapped in a torn gray cloak sitting on a rock by the path through a sparse wood. Greetings, mortal, the Theophilus utters as you stop. The next element of your magical salvation is approaching. He begins without bothering to stand. You will meet a traveler on the outskirts of the forest. Trade with him to obtain the feather of an angel. Do not reveal what use you would have for it. I wish you luck. Theophilus sits quietly as you continue on. Not long later, you meet a dwarf bristling with bags, sacks, and other knickknacks. Let's trade, he suggests. I'm sure we can come to a mutually beneficial transaction. Trade for the angel feather. As it happens, I do have an angel feather that I traded from a kobold mystic in the western provinces. Do you need it for anything in particular? The dwarf asks shrewdly. You begin the negotiations. I want to get this done. Yes. Magic to win a game with the devil? The dwarf exclaims as you clumsily reveal your intended purpose for the feather. Sorry, but I can't possibly part with such a treasure. You have my pity if some demon or other has taken an interest in you, but it always comes up to you to accept the deal. Just say no. You heard him, people. Just say no. The dwarf hurries away, muttering something about making the trade of a lifetime. The dwarf is barely out of sight, and Theophilus is suddenly beside you, saying, "And now your fate is sealed! Farewell, mortal!" He limps away to the trees, his gray-cloaked form dissolving into shadow. Now I'm just imagining, since they say he limps, for some reason I'm imagining Torgo from that MST3K episode, Manos, the Hands of Fate. That may not be an exact comparison, but I don't care, it just popped into my head. Okay, let's get this done. The icon for Find Estrella is a noose. That's terrible. You You say that another of your friends is in peril? Lord Apollyon remarks. How fascinating! I certainly had nothing to do with it. No. You relate some detail as to Estrella's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apollyon says, shaking his head. I see that you still bear the marks of... Right. Ask for help rescuing Estrella. It is no trivial thing you wish to gamble for this day, Apollyon says, looking concerned. Even I cannot sway the Emperor's decision on your friend, and helping you intervene would be tantamount to treason. Perhaps if you win, then I could give you the means to rescue your friend, Apollyon concedes. But if I were to make such a gamble, then you must risk something equally significant. Apollyon leans forward, fixing you with his gaze. I know what he'll ask for! Peter Parker's marriage! Oh? What do you mean that's stupid? Oh, whatever. If I win, you must serve me until I release you. Or until I die, of course. Apollyon smiles softly at the suggestion. Well, champion? Apollyon asks, clearly eager to begin the game. Are you willing to gamble one life for another? Yes. Apollyon smiles wickedly and deals the cards. Pure failure. See, this is the trap. See, this is why you need to find a way to get to Estrella without going to the devil. Because I'm not sure, even if, I don't remember if you find a way to meet the requirements of each companion without going to Lord Apollyon, if the odds change. I don't think they'll change for the last one, though. No, they definitely don't. But anyway, let's get this done. Failure? What are the odds? 100%. And now you are mine, Apollyon says, standing. He gestures for you to rise, and you feel unnaturally compelled to do so. Follow me, hero, and we shall see what mischief we can put your talents to now. Apollyon leads you through a door etched in strange symbols, and down a long set of stairs into darkness. Your old life and the fate of the Empire is left behind forever. Challenge failed. But I got these. Thank goodness. How long has it been? Ugh. Almost 30 minutes. For trying to defend Hansel the Gambler, we get Ring of Concentration. I forget what that does. And, finally, for accepting the Thief Merrick's offer, we get Pickpocket. Yeah, see, Market Thief doesn't give you the exact card you need to beat this challenge. It's actually one card in a chain. As you can see, there's a token on Pickpocket. And Pickpocket is going to... Actually, Pickpocket might be worse than Market Thief to deal with. Oh, it's terrible. Well, like I said, this is going to be the next bit of grinding I'm going to have to do, because I need to get this card. I need to get something from this chain of cards to beat this challenge. So, but I definitely will be using, like, the Magician to try and get to this card faster. Or something other than this, I think.
The impossible seems out of your grasp, at least for now.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here, and maybe I'll do a little bit of grinding afterwards. Maybe I'll do a little bit more recording. So this has been Normal Lupin, playing Hand of Fate 2. Remember, if you like this video, please remember to press that like button, leave a comment to tell me how I'm doing. Consider subscribing to my channel, or just sharing this with your friends on social media. Every little bit helps. You can also check out some of my other playlists. Since it's October, I will put down The Cabinets of Dr. Arcana and Jenny LeClue. Well, Jenny LeClue isn't... It's set in fall, and there's some Halloween costume options, so it counts, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time with more Hand of Fate 2. Bye!